Let's begin speaking about why we should just start. And this applies to anything, whatever you may be passionate about, that thing you've been thinking about for the past few years, days, months, whatever the case is. Usually, as humans, we are fearful, and unfortunately, we seem to be very pessimistic as well. And if we decide that we want to do something, we want to pursue something, we usually harbor on it and procrastinate and wait and wait and wait. And today I would just like to offer you some insight and just have a discussion around the actual power of just starting something. So first I'll begin around the reasons why we do not begin certain things, why we procrastinate, why we hold out on ourselves. And a big reason for that is lack of confidence. We're usually comparing ourselves with confident or successful persons and use that as even more reason or ammunition as to why we can't start something. We think that they have already made it and we are in this position where we don't seem as confident or as successful, and we tell ourselves, well, I cannot achieve what they have achieved. And that's also a big hindrance for us just beginning to do something. And there's a real magic in being assertive and bold enough in just beginning something. And you would only realize that magic when you're well into it. Not before, but when you're well into it. So you could only recognize that once you have begun. And I'm sure you can think back into some period or some point in your life where you were filled with fear about achieving a certain goal. Whether you think that the goal was too large for you to achieve, whether there were certain factors in your life at the point in time that hindered you from getting to that goal, or you thought, well, this is too big of an obstacle for me to overachieve. For me to achieve this goal, we would usually put those things on the forefront of our mind and tell ourselves, this is the reason why I cannot achieve this. So for one moment, you can just think about a major goal that you had and what were the hindrances that you would have put in the forefront of your mind as to why you could not achieve that goal. A lot of us suffer from imposter syndrome. We think a lot of self-doubt, doubting thoughts about ourselves. And I think that really digging in is where the courageousness would come out. We really have to think critically and actually put energies and thought towards this thing. Because if we just approach things the traditional way, the normal way, we would be very pessimistic in what we want to approach, whatever we want to achieve, whatever we want to do. So I think it's something that we have to actively do, and this is what I hope to share with you today. And this may sound extremely corny or even cliche, but you have to believe in yourself. If you keep comparing yourself to others, if you keep having all these pessimistic thoughts and all these reasons why you cannot do something, you will not do it. You need to actively make a choice to flip the coin and believe in yourself. Have positive thoughts. Say affirmations. Pray. Ask for guidance. I think these are the actionable steps that we need to employ to actually move forward. So you have to believe that this is something you want to do, something, whether you're good at it or not, that is not the issue. Once you believe in yourself, I think that's the main ingredient to being successful in anything that you want to achieve in this life.